What's up, guys? Good morning. Chris Honda here. We are at Espresso and Exotics, man, and I've been seeing this car for quite a while now. I've been trying to catch the owner, and I finally got him. His name is Michael, and Mike, thank you so much for. Oh wow, it's hot. It's loud here today. There you go, little Cobra.
That's okay. Mangusta is Italian for mongoose.
That's it.
And the natural killer for cobras is the mongoose.
There you go, man.
This car was originally built by Tomaso in Modena, Italy. And it's a 2001, and it's badged under the Cavalli's name as a two-split. Back right after production began, all the R&D was done, and he badged the cars with his name after the split. So this is a 2001 Cavalli Mangusta.
2001 Cavalli Mangusta, and I've been calling it Qvale for a long time, but now
a lot of people have, so it's not that uncommon.
I am so glad that you taught me the real way to pronounce the car. And how long have you had this Mangusta?
I've had it since 2004. The car itself is really a Grand Tour car. Like all day Tomasos, the Mangusta before it, the Pantera, Longchamp, all powered by Ford. Which was really convenient for having repairs done, because De Tomaso was a race car driver in Italy originally, and he was out in his Ferrari, broke down in the countryside. He was stuck there for several weeks because there was no one there to fix the car. He looked around, everything was Ford tractors, what have you. And so when he finished racing and started designing and building cars, he decided to go with Ford Europe for the power plants. That way, no matter what would happen to the car, there would be someone that could repair it.
Cool.
So that's why De Tomaso, we're all powered by Ford.
And and this is a Ford motor in here right now.
Correct. It's got the Europe version of the 4.6 liter 32 valve SVT Cobra.
Holy cow! So it's got the 32 valve, like dual cam.
Exactly.
Oh,
so it came from the factory at 320 horsepower rated. Mine has a little bit more of a tune on it, so it's a little bit more.
Tune, nice.
So I can keep up with a lot of my friends, you know,
nice.
at least up to 120.
Wow.
And then they start pulling away.
I did not know how much horsepower this car had, man. This, I thought it was more like you said, it was a Grand Tour.
Yeah.
I thought it was more of a, maybe in the 250, 260 range. And you're at like
I'm closer to the 350, 360
353, so that's pretty nice, man. 32 valve too.
A friend of mine has one in Dallas. He has a supercharger on his. It's 600 horsepower on pump gas and 800 on racing fuel.
Wow.
With a tune on it. So that's a lot of horsepower in a small car.
Very nice. So you're running a tune. Any exhaust on this thing?
Factory exhaust.
Factory exhaust.
Unfortunately, the optional exhaust was made by Borla, and this doesn't have that. But I'm thinking that the S-Line would fit on it. It's
Very
too old
nice.
for the Attack. It's got to be a 2006 or newer for the Attack system. But the S-Line, it would be the muffler system to fit on it.
Very nice, man. Future plans on getting that S-Line exhaust on here. And who tuned the car?
I had it at the Ferrari dealership.
A Ferrari dealership. Very nice. So basically you don't really take this to a Ford dealership. It goes to like
No. Actually, when I first got it, the Ford dealership here wouldn't touch it. They said we don't want to mess anything up and be responsible for it. So I took it to the Ferrari dealership. They said no problem. The advantage with that is that they have the knowledge to do the repairs, but because they're not authorized to buy Ford parts, I get to buy my own parts.
Very nice.
I can bring them in. So, and I know the gentleman that used to work with Cavalli in Modena, and he has enough parts to probably build another 85 of these cars in his barn.
Very nice. So is he just selling it, or is he actually going to build the cars?
He's not going to build them right now, but generally the people that have the Mangustas, it's a fairly tight-knit community, so we just contact him when we have a question or need a part.
The guru.
Yeah, pretty much.
Man, that is insane. Nice cult following on this car. It's very rare. I think there's only you in town, or maybe another one.
There's one other one. One of the gentlemen, he moved away about 8 years ago and moved back last summer. So there's now two of them here. So if your green went out,
And do you know the gentleman's name by any chance?
I do, yes.
And what's his first name?
Rob.
Rob.
Yeah.
So Rob, if you ever get to watch this video,
You need to be out here at the car shows.
you need to be out here at the car show, and definitely we're gonna film your Mangusta. So guys, without further ado, I'm just gonna do a quick walk around on the car and show you guys how beautiful this car is, and super rare, right?
Correct. They built 284 total for production. Some stayed in Europe, obviously. Many came to the States. The body panels are all carbon resin. They were actually made in France and
The
shipped
body panels are carbon?
no, they're not carbon. They're composite resin.
Composite resin, okay. Hey, close it up, that's light.
Yep.
And look at the interior, guys. Very nice, and this is the original interior?
Correct.
And it's a manual.
Of course.
Look at that leather covered dashboard, man. I'd be scared to leave this out in the sun. Man, you can keep this really nice, man. Do you put the conditioner on the leather
Oh, yes.
all the time?
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at the arrow hole there for the side mirror. You don't see that? Race gas cap. Look at that with the stud holes.
So
And how's your top?
So this part right here will rotate up to this point right here to make a targa, and then it has a hard top, just like the body panels here, that will fit on here.
Oh, so it's a solid roof.
So it's a solid roof. It could be a targa, or as I like to keep it, full convertible.
Full convertible. Thank you, Mike. Look at the screen. Is this actually it came with a car stop, or is
Correct.
that really?
The prototypes had a linear slat type of cover, which they actually Tomaso put on the Guara. But they
Give
were
me
with
1
these.
second, Mike. Sorry. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
Can you repeat that? I
Yeah.
apologize.
So the prototype versions had a slat type back and forth that matched the body color. And for some reason they didn't go with that with the final version, which I think looked better. But if you notice the taillights here, this car was designed by Marcello Gandini, who designed the Countach and Diablo.
Oh,
and
wow.
those are Lamborghini Diablo taillights.
Wow, really? There's Diablo taillights underneath there. I actually dig the screen.
Yeah.
Very nice, man. Everything looks so clean. This bumper is nice and flush. And ode to the 90s style wheels and Terras, bro. I love these.
These wheels were actually only made for this car in this size. It's I believe the 181 is the style on it, but you cannot find these wheels by just ordering them. These are specially made for the vehicle.
Wow,
With the
and
offsets.
Terra was a big a 90s company, because my friend who had a CRX had the 3-spoke Anteras. I don't know if you remember those.
Yeah.
The ubiquitous silver flat cab, 6-man.
Very nice. And look at the side grille on that. And it came with Brembos already. Wow, this car is a sleeper, man. You know, you would think it's just a convertible cruiser, but let me just pan back, do a 3/4 shot on that. Look at that,
A lot of
guys.
people look at the front end, the design, the shorter rear on it. They say, that looks really sharp. And I say, I don't like it. And that's fine. You know, it's a subjective thing. I happen to love this car. I saw one originally downtown in 2002. A gentleman was valet parking it at the Aladdin. And I went over, I talked to him and his wife about it. My dad was in town at the time, and we ended up bumping into them 8 times that night, all different places up and down the strip, randomly. And a year and a half later, I found one in Florida.
Oh, so this is a Florida car.
This is a Florida car.
Very nice. And did you have to ship it over?
Yes, I had it shipped back here to Nevada, and it's been here ever since.
Very nice history on the car, man. Who owned the car? Was it just a dude or a lady?
It
Like
was a gentleman and his wife owned the car. The gentleman that I met, his was exactly the same configuration as this one. He drove it. His wife didn't drive it. His daughter never wanted to drive it because it was manual, and so he was the only one that drove it. He offered to take me out for a spin, but I had other things to do. But it worked out well for me because it was love at first sight.
I know. I love the car. The car is beautiful, man. It's I believe it's it's like for its time, it looks like it's, you know, it still belongs today.
And that's the beauty of the car. It's going to retain a look that no other car has.
And it's timeless, is what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
A very timeless shape. It looks kind of like a Lotus Elan type of like shape, and very, very good looking car, man. And Mike, thank you so much for letting me do a quick walk around of this beautiful Qvale. And now I know how to say it right. So I don't.
You're Italian. Welcome to the Italian family.
Hey, how you doing? I'm from Jersey, so.
My dad was born in Jersey.
Hey, there you go, fellow East Coaster, man, and definitely got out of the cold, man. What a beautiful car. Let's just do one more quick walk around on the car, and so the future plans is to do a S-line exhaust on it. Anything else besides that, or are we gonna go supercharger? Or
Well, believe it or not, most of the people that have one have either another one or another two.
Wow.
So, you know, I don't want to call them hoarders, but they're hoarders. But it would be great to have a second one to really put some lowering springs, make it a little stiffer, and put a supercharger or even twin turbos on it.
Wow, that would be insane.
Put a new rear end in it to handle all that extra torque because it is a very torquey car. So,
does it have a limited slip in the back too?
Yes, it does.
Oh my God, this car is like done correctly.
Yes.
And you would never think it's so understated.
Well, yes, and that goes back to the Gangini who did the design, because he made high-performance cars, and Enrique Scalabroni, who was a Formula One engineer, that did the chassis and the setup on it so that you could do that if you wanted.
That's insane.
The plans were really to make this into a sports car with the next versions coming down the road.
So this isn't like some watered down version of a Pantera that was remade. This is a very competitive car.
This is a very different car than the Pantera.
I mean, styling wise, yes, but as far as performance, this thing is up to par, man.
Oh yeah, the Pantera had the 351 Cleveland engine in it, which was a great engine because it could be modified into more horsepower, or it could be left stock. It had truly amazing lines. It was a beautiful, beautiful car for its day, and was basically the original Italian muscle car.
Yeah. Oh my God, insane! And I love the. This thing gets serviced at Ferrari. And you get to be in the Ferrari club too as well, huh?
I did. When I originally applied for it, the lady at the national headquarters said, sorry, it's not a Ferrari. So why would you want to be in the Ferrari club? And I said, well, it has the Ferrari Brembos on it, so we share many parts. She goes, that's good enough for me.
Hey, there you go.
As far as I know, it's the only Cavalli that was allowed into the Ferrari club.
Man, you got it made. Look at this. This thing is beautiful. Very, very kept. Very nice. Are the parts expensive on this?
No, it's not, because it's powered by Ford. All the engine parts are Ford parts.
No, but as far as body-wise.
Oh, as far as body-wise, not really that bad. One of the gentlemen that worked for Shell Cavalli, John, lives in South Carolina. He has enough parts to build 84.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
84 more of these. So if something happens and I need to replace, say, the hood, I can call him up. I got the PPG paint code. I can get a hood from him, take it into the body shop. They can paint it for me. I can just put it right back on.
I think you should build another car, man.
Well, either that or
two is better than one.
Or just buy the one in Dallas, which would be the better idea. It's already built.
Awesome. Oh, and it's already built. Yeah. Wow, man. Very insane. Love this car. I had to get it on my channel because these are these niche cars that you just don't see a lot of. So only on Chris Honda's channel, guys. What year again?
2001.
2001 Qvale, and it's a Mangusta Qvale, or is it Qvale Mangusta?
Cavalli is the make. The model is Mangusta.
Oh, okay, so let's get that right, guys. Sorry, Chris Honda here, making mistakes.
Made in Modena, Italy.
Made in Modena, Italy, and it is the Qvale is the brand. The model is the Mangusta.
Correct.
Very nice, Mike. Thank you so much, man.
You're
I appreciate
welcome,
your
Chris.
time.
Hey, thank you.
And come out and check out this beautiful Cavalli Mangusta on my channel, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace out.